Fala galera, beleza? Aqui quem fala é o Slade. Galera, o vídeo de hoje foi um pedido aí do inscrito Miguel Cabral. Tá? O Miguel Cabral aí pediu para fazer um vídeo do Sherlock Holmes, The Devil Downton. Ele viu o vídeo meu aí eu lancei do FHjogos. Aí nos comentários ele fez esse pedido aí que ele tava pensando em baixar, ele queria ver como é que era. E eu agradeço aí por ele ter pedido aí, apesar de terem muitos outros canais aí, ele pediu pra ver no meu aí, né, que eu fizesse uma prévia do jogo. Então obrigado aí, Miguel, e a seguir aí tá o vídeo pra você aí, tá? Eu vou falar um pouquinho do jogo pra vocês aí. O jogo, ele lembra muito os jogos da Telltale, só que ele é um pouco mais dinâmico, né? Os jogos da Telltale é muito bate-papo e tal. O Sherlock Holmes ele tem mais dinâmica, ele tem mais momentos de ação, de aventura, que você participa mais do jogo. Então fiquem com o vídeo aí, espero que vocês curtam. Valeu, falou, salve família Renegados.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
She is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day, because that's all he can find. Only this time, he didn't come home.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job, but this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
"3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family, and I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that Father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk. North Street. There's nobody at home. Dorset Street. Dorset Street.
"'Tis our home, Mr. Holmes."
The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall. Old clothes, soiled and worn. Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
"My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have."
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young too. Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance.
"Please, sir, find my father."
So that's why you came to see me. Tom probably reads at night. A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me.
So that's why you came to see me.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
It's too dark. I can't see anything. Just some old things. A leather satchel, what's in it? The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
North Street. I need to Earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here. There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol. This must be the man that I'm looking for. Interesting. Missing person. I should find out more.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
I don't know, God, with you fucking everybody. I don't take
I couldn't pay the rent last week.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheap.
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs. I can't even remember what.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Stupid kid!
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
What are you waiting for? Stop.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Take a brush and get in there.
Please, you don't have to be...
Go on then.
He's still here, that's a relief.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
Crawling rat.
These shoes shine gentle. Hey, Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes. It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth. Now this shoe needs some polish.
Did you fall asleep? What are you doing?
I'm sorry. He's talking with a cabin. I need to get closer.
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again.
I've never managed how.
I can't lose him now. Interesting. What's going on in the yard? Locked. Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. It's too dangerous to enter. I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. Locked. I can't leave yet. I'm not finished here. It's too dangerous to enter. I can't see what's inside. It's too dangerous to enter. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get caught.
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job. That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the one. That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I. That's not the one I need. 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 That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. My archive. I can always consult with it if needed. Watson documents our adventures in here. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's not the one. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the. That's not the. That's not. That's not the one I need. 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 Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
We'll see, if you behave.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?